Hello everyone, and welcome back to Lux, the channel dedicated to all things rich and luxurious. Rapper Aubrey Graham, better known as his stage name as Drake, is known for being one of the world's best-selling music artists. With over 170 million records sold, Drake has an impressive net worth of over $150 million. Drake spends his fortune on everything from shoes to his house and more. In today's video, let me show you some insane things Drake spends his millions on. But first, make sure to give this video a like and subscribe to the channel. If you're already subscribed to the channel, make sure you turn on notifications as we are releasing new videos every day. Number 6. Golden shoes. How is it possible that there is a pair of shoes out there that cost $2 million? Simple. It's all about how they were made and what they're made of. First and foremost, it should be noted that these are Air Jordans, which make them expensive by default, because they're Air Jordans, the most popular shoe brand in the world. But more than that, these are a pair of Air Jordans that are literally solid gold. Now, should we be wondering how solid gold shoes equals $2 million? Here's how it breaks down. Based on the weight measurement and comparing them to 2016 gold prices, as that's when the shoes were made, that alone makes the amount around $1.9 million, which alone is pretty impressive. But you're forgetting something. The gold wasn't just made into shoes, it had to be sculpted into the perfect Air Jordan shape that you're seeing. Matthew Senna is the one who sculpted the shoes, and if you could see all the detail, you know that he didn't skimp on anything. Quality is most definitely a factor when trying to base a price on something, and the replication of the Air Jordan likeness is uncanny here. But what might be the most ironic part about these shoes is that Drake made sure to use the hashtag "these are not to wear" when displaying them on Instagram. That's right, Drake literally made a pair of shoes that he cannot wear, because he can. And let's be honest, if he could show off to the world in this, why wouldn't you? Bless you, Drake. Bless you. Number 5. Parties at Drake's house. This may seem like an odd entry, but I think about celebrities as a whole. When they're not doing their work, what are they doing? They're usually going and doing lavish things like trips or having parties with their friends. Drake most definitely knows how to party. Let's start with the basics. He has fans and friends that he likes to hang out with. So if he wanted to throw a party, he would go all out to make sure that they had a good time. I'm talking DJs, great beverages, amazing food, games, live performances if he wanted. The sky's the limit when it comes to things like this. And even if he's not throwing his own parties, which is his right obviously, that doesn't mean he can't go and indulge with someone else at their party. Drake honestly has a bit of a reputation of going to nightclubs and crashing parties, and then showing everyone up in a big way. One such occasion was when he was in Oklahoma City in 2012. After doing a show, he went and found a nightclub to go hang out at with his entourage. After living it up, the police were actually called in, and they forced the club to shut down. Not cool, but very Drake. Reportedly, the real reason for the shutdown wasn't the loudness or even the number of people there. It was that there were some illegal substances reported, and Drake was apparently one of the people partaking in that, which was also not cool. But again, sometimes you have to live up the reputation more than anything else. Number 4. The cars. If you were to ask a person what they would buy, or what they would spend their money on if they got rich, one of the first things everyone usually says is a nice car. It may seem simple, but everyone wants a brand new car. Not a used one, a good one, fresh. One that they can drive and not have to worry about the miles and wear and tear for a long time. For Drake, it's not that he just wanted a nice car, it's that he wanted a lot of nice cars. Very expensive nice cars. How nice? Well, how about owning a Bugatti Veyron, which costs $1.5 million. Other cars he owns include a $28,000 Acura TSX, a $200,000 Bentley, a $300,000 Bentley Super Sports, and a $400,000 Rolls-Royce Phantom. But in truth, he likely has a lot more rolling around, which can be seen in many of his music videos. True, just because he shows them doesn't mean he owns them, but with $100 million at his disposal, it's very reasonable to think that even if he doesn't, he could very soon. Drake loves cars, and he loves going out to show the style and speed of these cars, and there's nothing wrong with that. He has the ability to get them, so why not? Plus, it's very likely that since the making of this list, he's gotten another car. I mean, the man is worth hundreds of millions of dollars. So why wouldn't he go and get himself another fancy car? Celebrate 2020 in style. Am I right? Yeah, I'm right. Number 3. Private jet. To be completely on the level here, when it comes to being rich, you have access to things that other people can't get. And for many celebrities, one of the ultimate achievements of being super rich is that you can get things like private jets. Because with them, you could start to travel around the world without having to wait for helicopters and lines and tickets and what have you. You just call the field where the jet is at, say you need to take off, and go. Drake travels a lot, as I noted before, and because of that, it makes sense that he himself would want to get a private jet. And recently, he did. Not just any jet. Oh no, that's not Drake's style. He got himself a custom Boeing 747. Oh, and he named it Air Drake. Because of course he did. But here's the important part. Because of the size of the 747, he's able to put a lot of things in there, such as a couple of bedrooms, and a living area, and a couple of relaxing areas, and so on and so forth. It's a fully customized jet, and it's all for Drake. Now, you might have heard of celebrities renting out private jets, but Drake went on to Instagram to be clear and say that he has bought it in full. It's his, now and forever, or until he decides he doesn't want it anymore, whichever comes first. The ironic part about all of this is that the cost of the said jet isn't exactly known. Drake said he got it via a homegrown company, and no matter the base price for the jet itself, the customization for it must have been a lot, as such prices for everything range from $75 million to over $200 million. Makes you feel small, doesn't it? Aw, don't feel bad. It makes me feel small too. Number 2. Mansion. When it comes to celebrities, you all but expect that they have a massive mansion, one with all sorts of amazing features. And not only did he do that, Drake got his mansion at a steal. You see, the asking price for the mansion that he lives in right now was originally $27 million. That's a lot. But somehow, some way, Drake got the mansion for only $7.7 million. If you like to swim, this place has you covered, for it has numerous pools, and I do mean numerous. There's one that is a full-on Olympic swimming pool, but that's just one of them. There are also other pools, and a pool that goes into a grotto, and that grotto has waterfalls. Because why just stop at a basic swimming pool? Not impressed? Well, if you're into sports, this mansion has a tennis court as well as a place to play beach ball. Oh, you have horses? No problem. This place has a space for them, and a training area too. It has a massage area, a home theater, a gym, and apparently one of the best marbled bathrooms in existence. Clearly, Drake is living in style and loving every minute of it. And he should. He worked hard for this stuff. Number 1. Toronto Raptors. Drake doesn't own the Toronto Raptors, but that doesn't mean he's not a part of the organization. He holds the title of Global Ambassador, a literal first of its kind for the NBA, which again proves how Drake is a trendsetter. I'm just saying. Moving on, as noted, this is a very rare kind of partnership for the NBA, but it's honestly because of Drake not just being from Toronto, but him building up Toronto as much as he can, which I'll get to later. He loves giving back to his own community and helping people who are struggling. He's very much a philanthropist, and that has helped him get a lot of goodwill in the community. The Raptors saw this and gave him the Global Ambassador title. Technically, his role is undefined, but more than likely, he's a visual mascot of sorts, to bring more attention to the team. Plus, he gets really great seats at games and all kinds of other perks. In fact, he was so involved with the home games in terms of cheering them on, pumping them up, talking with the players, and even giving a shoulder massage to the coach that some people honestly declared that there was a Drake effect going on as the Raptors moved on to the NBA Finals, which they won. And there were discussions about how to counter the Drake effect. That kind of epicness just via your presence. Yeah, that's priceless. So, what do you think? What do you think of the things that Drake has spent his millions on? Are you super jealous of some of the things listed? What one thing would you like to have for yourself? Let me know in the comments below. Like always, thank you for watching Lux, the channel dedicated to all things rich and luxurious. If you like this video, make sure you check out some of our other videos, and to be notified when we release new videos, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Until next time.